This is Yonaguni Island, Japan's westernmost outpost. Taiwan is just over 100 kilometers away. You can see it faintly on the horizon in good weather. Yonaguni and Taiwan once had close links, but it's been decades since boats stopped sailing between them. Now, though, talk of a ferry service is bringing back memories of a shared past. It began in 1895, when Taiwan became a Japanese colony. Many Yonaguni Islanders started moving to Taiwan, seeking their fortunes. It was far closer than Japan's main islands and provided things like a higher education that they couldn't get at home. Huang Zhihui, an expert on Yonaguni at Taiwan's Academia Sinica, says many islanders' family trees have someone who made the crossing.
这个1945年这个中战的时候呢，岛上的人口是4000多人。那这4000多人里面呢，至少有400多人是在台湾工作，还不包括在台湾就学其他的这个人口，或者是做家属这个跟随到台湾去生活。
Japan's rule on Taiwan ended after World War II. Japanese people, Yonaguni Islanders among them, were sent home. With an international border now between Yonaguni and Taiwan, boat crossings soon stopped. But even cut off from each other, Taiwan was always in the islanders' consciousness, just on the horizon. From the 80s, Yonaguni became twinned with the city of Hualien on Taiwan's east coast. Groups of kids from the island visit each year for a homestay experience. Other links remain too. Yonaguni's head of tourism, Otake Nobufumi, remembers watching Taiwanese TV as a kid. The signal from Taiwan carried Japanese cartoons, ironically cartoons that the only Japanese station at the time didn't have. Otake says Yonaguni has grown as a tourist destination, with its diving, rugged coast, clear skies, and relaxed island lifestyle all part of the attraction. And he says it's time to add more Taiwanese tourists to the mix.
ダイビングとか結構以前いらした方がいらっしゃったりして、最近は欧米の方々もちらほら見えるようになってきてるんで、そういう面ではもっと台湾の方々を通じてアピールできるのではないかとは思っています。
But getting to Yonaguni from Taiwan is a pain. The fastest route involves 3 separate flights, all to get to an island 2 hours away by boat, and close enough to pick up Taiwanese cell phone signals. Not many are willing to go through all that trouble. It's something officials on both sides want to change, both to boost tourism and cross-border friendship. That's why in July, the Speaker of Taiwan's legislature, Yeo Si-kun, took this boat to Yonaguni on what he hoped would be a test run for a regular ferry service. Even the islanders with the most to gain, though, say there's still a lot of work to do before the island is ready to welcome large numbers of tourists. Mai Kuroshima Megumi is a Chinese language teacher and translator who's one of the few locals to visit Taiwan regularly. First, she says, there's no immigration or customs checkpoints on the island. There are few places to stay either, mostly bed and breakfasts. And the present population of just over 1,000 isn't used to crowds.
実際定期船で来られてもやっぱ島が受け入れられないので、変な話、例えば島としても、例えば月に1回入島制限をしますよとか、そういったその最低限のルールは備えた方がいいかなって思います。来た時にやっぱりウィンウィンの方がいいじゃないですか、お互いに。
Still, Taiwan seems to be back on the islanders' radar. Mai Kuroshima says some are even learning Mandarin Chinese as spoken in Taiwan. It's not clear when these locals can expect to welcome boatloads of Taiwanese tourists, but when the ferry comes, Taiwan's backyard will get bigger, and old ties between 2 neighbors will be rekindled. John Su and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.